Hello friends, welcome back to my channel where we talk about tech, career growth, productivity, and life as a digital nomad. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Shreya and I'm super happy to have you here. I have 5+ years of experience working in the tech industry, and I'm currently based in Seattle, Washington. So in today's video, I want to tell you 10 things that you should be thinking about or could be thinking about if you're still in college and want to set yourself up for a successful career in tech. This applies to people who are thinking about going to college, and honestly applies to people who are early in their careers too. So you definitely don't want to miss this one. And before I get started, I would really appreciate it if you could consider liking this video or subscribing to my channel. All right, let's get into it. College is hard. I get it. There's so much to see, so much to do, so many things to just make sense of. So let me help you make sense of at least some of it on the career aspect, that is. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to assume that you're looking to start a career in tech for jobs along the lines of software engineering, product management, product design, that kind of thing. For the purpose of this video, I will be organizing my 10 suggestions into two main buckets. One is things that you can do during school, and two would be things that you can do during your summer vacation. You're definitely not bound to any of these timeframes. It's all really just a suggestion. So let's start off by talking about things that you can do while school is in session. These refer to things that you can basically do along with your coursework. So my very first suggestion is student organizations. Most colleges and universities have these, and basically they're groups of students that organize or are working together towards a particular cause. There's a lot of examples, but some notable ones from my school at least include things like Women in Technology, Women in Computer Science, Society of Women Engineers, IEEE. The reason why this tops my list is because while you can join the student org as a member and take advantage of some of the events, you can also display leadership by joining the org for a couple of years and taking on a board position. Usually, this kind of community involvement shows initiative, entrepreneurship, and makes a very good impression when you're going on to interview for jobs in the future. It also teaches you valuable lifelong skills, and I personally am very thankful for my student organization experiences. I still use a lot of the lessons I learned today. The second thing I want to talk about today is hackathons. These can be student-led, these can be led by a student org, these can be led off campus by a larger organization, but basically these are events that are usually for a finite period of time where students can come together in small groups to create and build things with technology and compete for prizes. Even if you don't win, participating in a hackathon shows initiative, and it shows that you want to learn outside of your coursework. Again, this is something that's really important and really easy to talk about in an interview going forward. The third thing I want to talk to you guys about is company events. So these can be a little bit harder to find sometimes, but if you check out the websites of local companies around you, you'll often see student lab tours, student campus tours. Events like these directly put you in contact with people that work at companies that you may want to work at. Even if these are not companies that you do want to work at one day, you get direct exposure to the professional workplace, and you get to experience what things may be like if you were to work at a similar company. Number 4, many companies also host events on campus. For example, at my school in San Diego, we would have hiring events, we would have just student meet and greets with people from the professional workforce. Again, even if you don't want to work at one of these companies, it's still extremely beneficial to go to these events, talk to professionals, and really get a feel for how they work, how they operate, and ask questions that you may be afraid to ask otherwise. It's a nice casual way to get acquainted with the workplace and what your future career may look like. And number 5, I want to talk about projects. These can be as little or as long as you would like them to be. Even things like creating your own website can be extremely important and can be the factor that makes you stand out in an interview going forward. Feel free to be creative with these projects. A lot of people have websites, but you can be creative with what tech stack you choose to build them with, the graphics that you place on them, or you can build an entirely different project altogether. Either way, these are all great things to list out on your resume, again, when you're interviewing for companies and jobs in the future. All right, now let's talk about things that you can do during your summer breaks. Usually most colleges have a summer break for 2 to 3 months starting in May or June and ending in August or September. These months are usually a free-for-all, and there are so many ways that you can maximize this time. So let me give you some suggestions on how to maximize this time off. And referencing my last video really quickly, if you need rest, definitely take it. But if you're looking for something to do with that time, this is the video for you. All right, number 6, internships. So these are usually finite lengths of time that you can spend at another company learning what they do and contributing to them. These will allow you to get professional experiences, will allow you to work with teams in a professional setting, and you'll be able to learn quite a bit from these experiences. Oftentimes, they also result in return offers, which is awesome if you're looking to start a full-time job at a company like that as well. Number 7, create your own startup or business venture. So this doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be crazy, large scale, insane amounts of volume. If you see any need in the market and you're able to create something that fills that need, go for it. See if you can come up with a way to fill that need and sell it, or don't sell it. Either way, this type of experience or venture will teach you a lot of skills that are going to be very useful and helpful in the professional workspace. Number 8, online course. So sometimes you know that your major is not going to set you up for the career that you're looking to get outside of college, but there's plenty of information online for free or almost low cost that will provide you with that information that you need. So websites and platforms such as Udemy, Coursera, Cloudera, Udacity, Codecademy, Free Code Camp, you name it, have free or low-cost courses that will introduce you to concepts like programming, system design, etc. And spending some time doing and learning from those sites can be extremely beneficial as you graduate. Number 9, coursework outside your major. This again kind of caters to the students that are majoring in something that is not exactly what they wanted to outside of college. They may have changed their minds about what they want to do after college a little later in the game, so they want to finish up their current majors. Totally understandable. So what you could do is use the summer to take courses in the things that you actually want to do after college. And this can get really, really expensive really quickly. So my suggestion would be to go to your local community college and take courses from there. My last tip is to turn your weaknesses into strengths. School has given you a couple of months off. If you know that you're not a great public speaker, if you know that you're not a great writer, if you know that your communication skills are not great, take the time to improve them. Google how to get better at X. I'm sure tons of results will pop up, and use the time to turn any of your weaknesses into strengths so that going forward and going into the professional workplace, you've kind of already taken care of these things that will inevitably come up at that time. All right, closing thoughts. You're in a field where creativity is a virtue, and most times you will be rewarded for it. So if you get multiple internship offers and want to take a quarter off of school to do it, go for it. If you get the opportunity to start your own student org, go do that. The sky is the limit, and I just wanted to end this video on that note. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. If any of this resonated, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear if any of these tips were things you were already doing and which of these were new for you. To those of you who stuck it out to the end, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Thursday with a new video. Bye!